Welcome back. Today we'll be reviewing another upgraded model of flashlight from Streamlight, the Protac 2AA USB. Let me start by saying thank you to Streamlight for sending this over for review. As I was saying, this is an upgrade to their existing model, the 2AA. This upgrade features more than double the output to 550 lumens by utilizing their dual fuel technology, which we've discussed similar in the review to the TLR7X USB. This flashlight can be powered with either the 3.7 volt 1600 milliamp USB rechargeable included lithium ion cell, or you could power it with two standard AA batteries. If there is anything in this video you would like to add to your kit, there will be links in the description below. Thanks so much. First and foremost, this is a great flashlight, and it's not without its cons, though, but we'll get into those later. I don't know why, but when I see this flashlight, I immediately think mechanic. I know a few of my mechanic friends like the Streamlight Stylus Pro USB rechargeable, and I feel this is an excellent alternative, mainly for the situation in which you forget to recharge your flashlight. With the Protac, you could have switch it up to the two AA batteries, and or you could have a secondary cell that's already charging and or charged. According to their spec sheet, the lithium ion battery recharges in 4 hours, and you could run the flashlight on the 250 lumen high AA for 2.5 hours. I'm assuming you're not going to run it straight, so I'm guessing you probably have that battery recharged by the time the AA's run out on you, if not quite a bit sooner. So I decided I'd head over to one of those mechanics' houses and show him the new model and compare it to his existing Stylus Pro USB that he has been using. The one thing he said is that he would love for his Stylus Pro USB to have just a little bit more output, and though this new Protac does have the output, it is at the expense of being a little bit bigger and a little bit more cumbersome. Enough so that it starts to become too big for a shirt pocket, which is where he says his light lives basically all day, every day. Though he did like the idea of being able to swap out the cell and potentially have that extra one already charged and waiting for him in his toolbox. Coincidentally enough, I asked him what he does when the Stylus Pro USB isn't a high enough output, and he says he switches to his Streamlight Stinger, which I brought up that's an LEO flashlight, and he laughed and he says, yeah, it's recommended from a family friend who's an LEO. So we both chuckled to that a little bit. He also mentioned that this would be a good flashlight for like new mechanics or field technicians who don't necessarily have a bunch of flashlights yet, and this is kind of like a do-it-all flashlight that has a good amount of output but can still run on highly readily available batteries. Ideally, Streamlight has an X model coming out for their Protac 2 AAA. It'd be amazing if that was coming soon, as theoretically that'd be able to run on a lithium ion cell and have the exact amount of output we're looking for while still retaining the ability to run on highly available AAA cells. This flashlight also features, and is proudly marked to tell you that it allows for 10-tap programming. From the factory, the flashlight comes shipped with the operation going high, strobe, low, but with the 10-tap programming, you could change that to high only or low and high. To use the light, it requires you press the tail cap, or aka tap it, or you could click press it to have a constant on. The first tap you'll get into high mode, a quick double tap will get you into strobe, and a triple tap will get you into the low mode. I personally only plan on using this light in high and low mode, so I could use this 10 tap to switch the operation. From off, you quickly tap it 9 times, and then on the 10th time you hold it for roughly about a second until you see the light turn off, and then you could release the switch. Now you can see it has changed operation modes, but the second operation mode is high only, so I'm going to have to do this one more time. You'll also notice on the 10th time when the light turns on, it will switch output while you're holding the tail switch down, which indicates to you that the mode is switched and what it is switched into. So you'll either see it go from low to high, high to low, or low to strobe, depending on what mode you were in and what mode you switch to. Running on the included lithium ion cell, it offers you 40 lumen low and a 550 lumen high with a runtime of 16 hours and 2.25 hours respectively. You'll also get a throw of 203 meters on high and 54 meters on low. While running two AA's, you could expect roughly half the performance at 18 lumens low for 48 hours and 270 lumens in high for 2.5 hours. The throw is also reduced to 141 meters on high and 40 meters on low. The body of the Protac 2AAX is constructed of 6000 series aircraft-grade aluminum, machined and anodized in one of two finishes, the Coyote as you see here, and or you could get it black, which, super standard. The flashlight measures in at 6 inches long, 0.7 inches wide in the body, while it's 0.9 inches wide in the head, and it will also allow you to use either fuel source, each coming in at a weight of 3.5 ounces. Here it is compared to a standard Sharpie, a standard Bic, and as you can see, it's definitely not small. Though, as I said earlier, I think it's the perfect solution for a do-it-all flashlight for a mechanic or someone of the sort. I also think that it would work as a great flashlight to put in your bug-out bag. This flashlight has the ability to do a tail stand, so if you don't have a good emergency light in your home, this could work great. Not only can you just turn it on the 18 lumen low with 2 AA's, but then it'll run for 40 hours, 48 hours on that low mode, so you'll get 2 days out of it, and you can just bounce it off of the ceiling in a room, and now if you had a power outage, you at least have enough light to play some board games or read a book or do something to keep yourself a little occupied while the power's out. If this light is a bit big for your preferences, Streamlight also offers a Protac 2 AAA, but the output levels on that may not be what you're looking for in a light of this size. And if it's not for an emergency use flashlight, I would just recommend the Stylus Pro USB instead. So the ultimate question we always get to, would I buy this flashlight again? And I would have to say yes, with an asterisk. That asterisk being, I feel like it's a little bit too big or cumbersome to be a primary light that lives in your pants pocket. However, I do think it'd be an amazing primary light for mechanic, field technicians of all sorts, or an administrative light for a law enforcement official, something along those lines. The Protac 2 AAX is a tough workhorse of a flashlight, but also can run on an advertised 2 days on the 18 lumen low when utilizing the 2 standard batteries that are highly available. So it makes it super functional as well as being super tough. Thank you once again to Streamlight for allowing me to review this flashlight for you. Thank you for watching. Carry on.